Welcome to Big Ticket, where we interview Hollywood's top stars and tell you what's hot in theaters. This week's Big Ticket movie is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Tell me what your favorite Spider-Verse is in this film and why.
Brooklyn!
There you go.
One of my very first sessions, I couldn't even tell you how long ago it was at this point, they were giving me the sort of rundown of Gwen's world, right? They compared it to a mood ring, and it'll sort of change colors and the feeling and the energy will shift visually based on the emotion. And I could not think of a better way the minute I saw the first clip.
Everything in this movie, the animation's so wild. It's like pushing so many boundaries that at times I'm just kind of like, what are they doing now?
Right.
Like the Lego world was really neat. Remember where it like jumps into a Lego universe for a little bit, and I'm like, man, what is happening?
Get your advance tickets now before it releases in theaters on June 2nd, and be sure to check out our full interview on Fandango.com. But hold on, we're not done yet, because it's a very special week with not one, but two big ticket movies with Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
I love horror. The Terracons are bringing the horror to the Transformers film franchise. What kind of horror are they bringing, and how far is this movie going to push it in that respect?
Oh, Scourge is horrible.
Yeah.
He's horrible. Like, he's bigger than everybody. He's scarier than everybody.
Yeah.
When you see Scourge on screen, you're like, can't nobody beat him.
Yeah.
You know?
Make the Decepticons look like world-class citizens.
Yo, that's serious.
Get your advance tickets now before this one releases in theaters on June 9th. And be sure to check out our full interview on Fandango.com. And now for what's new in theaters this week. One is a movie about everyone's favorite smartphone not made by Apple, and the other marks the return of one very star-studded book club. It's all coming up this week.
The guy's a shark.
I know how to market it, and I know who we can sell it to. But I want 50% of the company, and I've got to be CEO.
I don't know who you think you are, but deal. Are you joking?
Dialing up a spot in theaters is the biopic BlackBerry. This one dramedy tells the unbelievable story of the BlackBerry, which is considered the world's first ever smartphone. It stars the always entertaining Jay Baruchel and Glenn Howerton as the founder and former CEO of the company, with fan favorite Cary Elwes in a supporting role. He'll always be my prince. BlackBerry was adapted from the popular book Losing the Signal, the untold story behind the extraordinary rise and spectacular fall of BlackBerry, which even just the title is a pretty great way to describe the story behind this classic device. The movie premiered in competition at the Berlin International Film Festival and performed well there along with other festivals like South by Southwest. Now it's time to move that tracking ball along to the next step, wide release.
We're best friends for 50 years. And you? Married. Marriage, my solo act, is finally coming to a close. You're the bravest person I know. The only question is, how will we mess this all up? I can't wait to find out.
And getting together in theaters once again is Book Club: The Next Chapter. This is a sequel to 2018's Book Club and features the same loaded cast with Jane Fonda, Diane Keaton, Candice Bergen, and Mary Steenburgen leading the way. But this time around, we get to enjoy the ladies in a different environment as they take their little book club on the road to Italy, where plenty of drama is uncorked. The first book club didn't impress critics much, but it ended up being a box office success, which is what really matters. And you gotta think it's because a bunch of real book clubs met up and went together. Nothing wrong with that. Time to do it again. Well, that's it. A couple of options that are definitely worth saving in your BlackBerry contacts. You know it's just sitting in a random drawer somewhere. Gosh, I miss those buttons. And don't forget, you can get your tickets now to both of these fun flicks at Fandango. Thanks for watching Fandango's Big Ticket. See you next week.